Hi guys, welcome all to Nerd Strategy. My name is Scott, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Sonic Adventure Battle 2, specifically the Gamecube port. Now, before I begin this review, I do want to say that this game kind of is controversial in a way. Some people like it, some people hate it. It's all personal preference, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts about Sonic Adventure Battle 2. I still like it, even after all these years, even after all I've heard online. I still enjoy playing it. Now, don't get me wrong, the road and the knuckle stages in this really do kind of blow. Like, you're literally chasing down pieces of the Master Emerald to find, and they bug the crap out of you. Just trying to find it off of this crappy radar, and it gets to the point where you forget where they actually are, and you have to look up a guide just to find out that it's just a couple of inches away from where you look, and it's just hidden in plain sight. Now, those stages I never go back and replay unless I have to. Like, for the bare minimum, I'll go to maybe a couple of stages that aren't so bad. Again, the Sonic stage, or the Sonic and Shadow stages are pretty solid. You know, it was a rough transition for them to bring it to 3D. And in this, I feel that they really nailed it. It's supposed to be fast-paced with some little platforming here and there. And it gives you a chance to adapt to when you need to start platforming and when you're just sprinting across a whole entire stage. There's also one other aspect of the gameplay that I want to talk to you about, and that would be Eggman's and Tails stages. Now, these actually aren't that bad. Yeah, they're slow and you're used to sprinting across everything, but it makes up for it because you basically blast everything in your path out of your way. And each of these characters get individual upgrades that improves the gameplay mechanics greatly. And it's nice to get upgrades, especially since you can, after you get like Sonic's upgrades, you dash spin across like a bunch of rings. That's always a welcome thing. I'm not going to cover it greatly, but there was this Chow level stage thing. You basically raised Chow, made them fight each other in this virtual thing. Also, you had a race mode. It was tons and tons of fun, with tons of customizations that you could do to your Chow. And of course, I can't forget to talk about the music of this game. It was good. Like, you have Crush 40 making an iconic intro. And the other music was kind of like techno-esque. The voice acting in this, it was pretty bad. It always has been bad. But during that time, you kind of gave it kind of a forgiving nature to it, because for that era there wasn't really any solid voice acting in any video games. Like, at all. It was all bad, if they even had mouth flaps. Now, I wanted to talk to you about the story of this game. And there's actually two sides you get to play in this. One of them for the heroes, one of them for the villains. They're each named, hero, dark. Not bad. I mean, the story has, the 90s cliche, cartoonish type feel. And again, with the horrible mouth flaps. But again, like I said earlier in the review, you're kind of forgiving of that. At least for the time, I was. And you venture along on each side. And I'm not going to go into too much details of the story mode because, spoilers. I don't want to spoil the game for you, even though it's very old. But after you beat both the hero and the dark mode, there's actually a final type mode or stage select, whatever you want to call this thing that they had going on, that all of them come together to stop something from happening. So just because you beat like a hero mode or you beat a dark mode doesn't mean you're done with the game. No, there's always more. And that brings me to what I want to talk about next, which is the bosses. And they do fit into a Sonic universe for the most part. A couple of the bosses are super easy, but that's just because you're getting started on the game. Why would they be hard if they're at the beginning of the game, right? And then the final boss is a freaking nightmare. I streamed that. I hated that thing. I beat it though. Don't feel like doing it again. This also has other modes and stuff, like in case you want to actually torture yourself and replay through the bosses and collect all the emblems, which is another aspect of the collecting aspect of this game. It's alright. I wouldn't recommend it. You unlock your Green Hill stage at the end of it that looks horrible. You can YouTube that, you can see for yourself. It's pretty bad. Not exactly worth collecting all of them. But the game as a whole is still fun to this day. At least for me. Because I like going back and replaying it. Again, it could be nostalgia, it could be some other feature. I don't really know. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys later.